I have brought a visual aid to help demonstrate and illustrate what happened to Newcastle today at the Emirates. So I got this pillow to represent Newcastle. I think we just slowly and firmly placed an arm around the head and just squeezed. Just kept going. No, shh, go sleep. They're done. They're done now. They're done. They're finished. All right. That's what you get. All that shenanigans, all that foolery from St. James Park, bruh, came back to bite you today. What's goody, everybody? It's full-time trip. We are here again. Arsenal 4, Newcastle 1 at the Emirates Stadium. Ass whooping settings yet again, man. We back. Let me take off the glasses, man. Before we get into how Arsenal played, let me just send some smoke to Newcastle for all the tomfoolery, the BS that we had to deal with at Newcastle, at St. James's Park. All the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Bruno turned into an Elimination Chamber contestant, a WWE wrestler. You know what I'm saying? All the foolishness that we had to deal with over at y'all place, this is what y'all deserve. This is what y'all get. And that was coming to you from the very moment that whole thing started off, bro. Y'all was getting cooked anyways. You know what I'm saying? That's by the by. But for all the cheating, that's extra incentive to get you guys murdered, cooked. You know what I'm saying? Stirred, deep fried, absolutely stewed, boiled, all sauteed, however you want it. However you want it, you got it today, bro. All you, man. How many people was quiet, bro? How many people? This is probably your best lineup y'all probably put out in the past like 3-4 weeks. And y'all got quiet. Isak, as much as I love my bro, I'm gonna put him aside. He was quiet. You know what I'm saying? Trippier, quiet. Tripping over his damn self, quiet. Bruno Guimaraes, that man was on the floor breakdancing more than he had touches on the ball today. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Let's really get down to the nitty gritty, bro. Because these man was quiet as church mice, man. No noise soaking up nowhere, bro. Look what happened. What was going on? What was going? You got murdered. That's why you got cooked. And I'm so glad it happened to y'all. Not even again, barely a sniff for almost 90 minutes of an entire game. I'm counting us 5-0 because Joe Willis scored that goal. That didn't even count for y'all. That didn't even count, all right? And that was off of 0.18 XG. Not even 0.2 XG. You guys getting murdered, getting cooked, absolutely deep fried, man. I love it. Beautiful, man. This man, Tino Livramento, this man literally heard, he had Macarena just turn on his ear as soon as he saw Saka on the wing, bro. I swear to you right now, Tino Livramento, this man saw Saka's red shirt and he was like, yo, right foot on red, left foot on red. And he just started ended up doing the salsa, bro. He was out of there. He was finished. He was done, cooked. So I'm glad you, man, got put in a pack like that, rolled up, served nice, and sent to the next customer, bro. Wonderful scenes. But back to us. One of our best games of the season. Very much domination, bro. Absolute suffocation. From minute one, suffocation. The structure, the press was just so blinding, bro. Any intensity that they could have mustered was snuffed out of them at almost every turn. Again, stomping out every attack. Just the absolute poise in possession to retain the ball. Find those like, again, nice key passes, which we'll get to who was providing a lot of them today. Just wonderful performance. Just blinded them, man. Blinded them. The double pivot was working absolute wonders. Havertz in the 9 was working wonders. He dominance, man. They stepped away from him in most duels. They didn't want to. He couldn't take it. Big Sam vibes, bro. He can't take it. He didn't do it, bro. Nobody stepped up. Nobody from Newcastle barely stepped up to him because they knew Havertz was winning that duel. Like, wonderful stuff. Saka was on smoke. Martinelli was absolutely just all over the place, bro, and in such a positive way. He was everywhere, man. In the final third, he was absolutely everywhere, making so many key decisions. Should have had more assists. Just Declan Rice was absolutely free rolling. And what are you gonna do, man? He's cooking. He's cooking on all cylinders still. And we'll get to, again, everybody else. Everybody had a really good game. I think everybody had a really good game overall. Again, if you want to be super nitpicky, you can, but I don't want to be super nitpicky. I can say that for the spaces and whatnot, but that was an absolute masterclass of a game, bro, from top to bottom. Wonderful stuff, man. I'm gonna get right into these player ratings and just go through it. First of all, David Raya, he gets it. Honestly, I'd still give him an 8. I give him 8.5. I'm not gonna lie, 8.5. The very few chances that they had immediately snapped up by David Raya. Immediately snapped up. Again, hands were on. Again, low shots that came through. Crosses claimed easy. His distribution was really, really good today. It was really, really good. Again, there was a certain ball to Saka. I think it was in the second half. It was pinpoint accurate, and that just kickstarted a whole new attack, and Saka just ran down the wing. Oh my goodness, it was a really, really good performance from him. I didn't have any complaints. Again, the goal, I don't think anybody could really stop that goal. It's a wide, high looping header that nobody really saw coming from the third man run. I can't fault anybody for that. And again, it's 5-0. So I mean, I'm just saying, it's just, you know what I'm saying. Joe Willock did it. He scored 5-0 for us. So it is what it is. Y'all have a consolation, but not even really. Ben White gets an 8.5 as well. Absolutely solid today. Nothing was going his way. Nothing was like entering his path. You know what I'm saying? Gandalf vibes. You shall not pass in this hole, bruh. That's his zone, bruh. And one thing I really enjoyed from him, particularly the anticipation. The anticipation from him today was very, very good, because there was a couple like through balls that either Gordon was gonna receive or it was gonna pass inside, and he was just ready. He was just equal to it. He was ready to snuff it out, and very quality on the defensive end. And also, I said this on the timeline, I want to echo it again. What people have been noticing with him being able to either invert or just be more comfortable in advanced spaces, his incisive passing from the right hand side, from the right wing, wherever he ends up in an advanced position on the right hand side, his passes into the central space are fantastic. Again, there's several times where Saka kind of drifts centrally and he just ends up kind of staying there, just ends up being pinned there for a little bit, and he occupies that space, and then White just, it's absolute dart, just straight to him. I think Havertz received that pass maybe like once or twice, but those are very, very, very important just moments that White excels in, and he's done very well in that position. Wonderful. Saliba gets an 8.5 as well. I'm like, what do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? I think Saliba and Gabriel, both of them get 8.5s. I don't think anybody in this defense gets less than an 8.5. Fantastic today. I think they held it down really well. Really, what typifies this performance today was equaling and surpassing the aggression in Newcastle's intensity. That was very, very key, and that's something that the backline had to get right today. And they absolutely, again, where was Isak? I love my guy, I love him, but where was he today? Not even a hint, bro. You didn't even see an eye, let alone the SAK pause. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see the rest of his name, bro. He was a whisper. You know what I'm saying? Not even a careless one, not with the saxophone. He was nowhere, bro. On me, silence, and that was purely down to a lot of the efforts of the back line, especially Saliba and Gabriel. Only joy that really he found was that one move where he shot it over the bar, and he had to go wide for that when White was already advanced. You know what I'm saying? When the game was a little bit stretched because we were like attacking. That's the only time he found joy, I promise you. Gabriel and Saliba both get 8.5s. They were wonderful. Again, several instances where, again, the back line pressed up and it helped, again, compress the pitch a little bit. How many balls did we recover? How many attacks did we stop? You know what I'm saying? Just by straight aggression, stop that, and we kickstart the next one. We should have had like 6 goals today. We should have had like 6, bro. Wonderful stuff. Both of them get 8.5s. Jakob Kiwior gets an 8.5 as well. Again, scored a goal. It might be dubbed an own goal. I don't know yet, but I'm still claiming it as my own. He has grown into this left back role massively. Again, a center back by trade, but he's meshing into this very, very well, where there's moments that inversion responsibilities have to go to Ben White. Him being a traditional left back, the physical presence of him being there, again, a tall imposing left back. He's not going to be pushed off the balls easily. You know what I'm saying? He might get nutmeg from time to time, but he's found his way in this position, and I feel like it's very, very good from him. His pass picking to Martinelli has something. It's a highlight for me. That's something that I really, really like about his game, where he's able to, you know, kind of see a little bit of a path on the left hand side and start supplying Martinelli if he has that run that's going on. So I absolutely love his role. Again, what he's been growing into. Love to see it. He's been meshing very well, and right now it's looking tough for Zinchenko and Tomiyasu and Timber. You know what I'm saying? Once Timber's fully fit, we'll see. But for Tomiyasu and Zinchenko, it's looking real tough with the dynamics flip of them even having a shot, depending on what games we play. But right now, on form, he's our starting left back. He's been doing a hell of a job. 8.5. Martin Odegaard today, I'm gonna say an 8. And it's tough because of the GA and stuff. We're getting real high in the marks. You know what I'm saying? We're getting real high in the marks, so I gotta chill out. But He gets an 8 today. Again, him leading the press, his intensity. Unfortunately got a yellow card early for something that was a little bit loose, but I don't put that too much against him. That's Paul Tierney, whatever, ball head. But his intensity in the press, him again unlocking doors, opening things up, and it was just a running power today. Just being that certain man in space, connecting and threading things in smaller distances, and just opening things up as receiving the ball deep, and again doing what he does on the ball. Again, just the hallmark definitely was the defensive end of things. Him just running down, pressing, being that much of a leader in the press, kind of exchanging duties with Havertz at times, but wonderful stuff. He gets an 8 for me. Captain's performance. I'm not sure if he got an assist or not. I have to remember the goals, but it was a rush, so don't worry. That was cool. Declan worth his weight in gold. Rice. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. As much as he is an otherworldly 6, him in his free 8 role when he doesn't have to pass, I'm gonna give him an 8 as well. I'm giving him an 8. But him in this position where he doesn't necessarily have to have so much onus on him to force passes, or not necessarily force passes, but create some of those line breaking opportunities. That is honestly really good. His running power, his ability to link up in short spaces, he has everything in his locker, but just putting less emphasis on him to try and start something from the 6 or try and pick passes from that. And he's such a tool. He was shadow striking this game. He was coming from the left half space, just waiting to be, hover around. He does damn near everything. But having somebody next to him to provide a bit more security from a passing standpoint and be able to provide vertical passing where he can just take advantage of or have less burden to do is so helpful to our game, and it's wonderful to see him thrive off of that. He did very well this game, linked up very well with Martinelli and Havertz as well. Good stuff. Loved his performance. Wonderful stuff. He gets an 8. 9.5 today. Jorginho, he's man of the match. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? Jorginho is not an agent. He's not an agent. Him and Kai, they're not agents, bro. That's crazy. How the people from Chelsea have been putting in shifts, but nah, I'm not even gonna say that joke. Don't worry about that. But 9.5 today. Absolute floor general. Steve Nash in a footballing context, bro. That was top 3 players in the world. Ballon d'Or nominee. You know what I'm saying? Best player type vibes. That was Georgie, bro. He was, oh my goodness, bro. It was point guard show, floor general show. Any pass you wanted, he was gonna make it. Again, ball over the top, vertical pass, boom, short one, break through the second line, go easy. You know what I'm saying? In the defensive end, in the right position, cool. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely phenomenal today. Phenomenal for how we play, for the burden that he took on his shoulder to incite these passes that help kickstart things, bro. He was tempo setting, he was slowing down, and he was speeding up play in one fell swoop most of the time. Fantastic performance. That is nothing less than a remarkable performance from him. Absolutely love it. He is so key. Again, a leader on the pitch. You saw it to the point where he's telling people, hey, go right here, son, right here, and he makes the pass right there, bro. It felt, I'm not saying it's LeBron, but LeBron literally be telling people, hey, get in that space, because they can see the game at a certain level. I'm not saying he's LeBron. I'm not saying that, but he had the vision of somebody who is so internalized with the game, and he understands it so much that it's otherworldly. Intelligence to a T. Jorginho is my man of the match today by far. Moving on to the rest of the players here. Gabriel Martinelli gets an 8 for me. He should have had way more assists. He should have had like 2 more. Oh my gosh, the ball to Havertz in the beginning of the second half. That ball, he carved through the middle of the team and just sent a I don't even know if it was a reverse pass or as he was going, but Havertz was clean through and he scuffed it. Oh my gosh. I wish that goal wouldn't have went in, but Martinelli was absolutely fantastic today. Absolutely on smoke, man. Again, really good decision making. His engine was good. Him floating into different spaces was very good. I feel like it's definitely a shift, because I'm seeing way more of Saka and Martinelli enter these central spaces a lot more and stay there and maybe pin a couple passes and see what else can work by flipping some dynamic there. I don't know what exactly the change is. Arteta did something there, but I love it. And they're being so comfortable interchanging with one another, trying to make those things happen. Again, the first or second goal there, Martinelli went across, and Havertz was there for the easy tap in. Wonderful work. Martinelli was on smoke today, and again, he's on course to still have a good season. Even though the GA isn't as high as it was last season, his performances, his decision making, his mentality when approaching this game was fantastic, and I hope that keeps building because it has been for the past couple weeks. And coming into this crucial part of the season, we're gonna need him. So good stuff from him. Kai Havertz, I give it 8 as well. Goal and assist today. His work again definitely didn't go unnoticed. People were definitely rocking with it. And again, this is more so just like shout out to Femo, shout out to again Femi, who on the timeline, other people who've been talking about this. Austrian Gunnar as well. I'm pretty sure he talked about this, but it's like, again, the spaces he picks up, and now the relationships have formed to where people are finding him more often. The gelling of the team, that's something I wasn't really like picking up on before, but I'm seeing it, and it's like, again, the gelling with the team and picking up the right spaces. He's in those spaces of a whole hell of a lot, and him at the 9 today, specifically, him being able to exert himself from a physical standpoint and then be in those spaces, not in a situation where the pass is going to get picked anyways, and he's able to be in that front line and again kind of move people around on that top line to where, again, it's going to happen probably more often as he's closer to the area. But like, we bring in wingers, you be in the right spots, you can rotate, again, switch and swap as you please. I think he had a really good game today. I think he had a really good game. Again, outside of him being in the right spots for the goals and putting them through, his ability to press from the front, his pressing was very, very good. Again, him and Odegaard were I think our two best pressers because they led the line very, very well, in my opinion. Yeah, just good stuff, man. I love it. Long may it continue. King Kai GA, baby. Let's get to 12. I need 12. I made a bet. I need to get to 12. Let's get there. Last but certainly not least, with Kyle Saka, he gets a 9 today. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh, before I get to Saka, I will say I took points off of Havertz because he missed that sitter that Martinelli set up for him. That's all I'm saying. But Saka gets a 9. Bro, he's world class. He's world class. I don't care what you said about Porto. I don't care what you thought about him before that. He's world class. He's world class. This boy is absolutely world class. The first player since what, 1994 to score 5 goals in each match, or each of the last 5 matches since what, Ian Wright? I think the last English Arsenal player. I don't know. It might be English Arsenal or anybody Arsenal. I feel like it's just English, but whatever. This boy is world class. The intensity on taking on players, the absolute responsibility of him carrying himself into central spaces, still passing the ball, still efficient, still being aware of certain things. Again, he honestly plays I feel like defensively his work definitely goes unsung as well, because he's honestly I think he clears the ball out of the box the most in like most of our games. Especially at home, I feel like he clears the ball out of the box, which either leads to us winning the header and then getting the second ball, or we can at least clear, reset, and up our press and push back out. That responsibility, and then him translating that into, again, his attacking game and just going forward and just being intense on all ends of the floor is crazy. I love to see it, bro. And the goal, bro. Goal. Livramento, I'm sorry we had to do this to you, brother. I like you too, bro. You're a good guy. But you know what I'm saying? You was doing a Macarena and all that, bro. You was getting twist up. Brother. I'm sorry, man. And we move on, bro. This is good stuff. I love it. This is great, man. The subs bench, we had 5 subs actually today, opposed to 1 in the midweek. I give everybody probably a bog standard 6. I think everybody actually had a decent shift. Trussard was looking good. I don't know if he had any GA. I have to remind myself. I don't think so, but I think everybody was solid. We did put in a good shift. Emil was so close to scoring, so close, but he looked so dangerous. Again, in a lot of different situations. There was that point where he was on the left wing. He was just pacing somebody and got in through the box. So I love to see the intensity there. That's there. One thing I will say that I didn't enjoy, which is a slight downer, but again, our press was not as intense when the subs came in. I feel like that's something that they have to pick up on. I guess just reading the beat of the game and kind of being aware defensively. There's a point Reece kind of lost the ball at the front, and that kind of caused the attack, the counter that caused the goal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We just got to be a little bit more intense from the subs and understand where we are positionally and provide a little bit more intensity on that front, and we should be golden for when they get introduced to the game. That stuff is wonderful. Shout out to the subs. Mikel Arteta gets a 10 today. I'm sorry, he gets a 10. He gets a 10. This is not even our final form, and he's got us cooking teams like this. Newcastle registered like 3 shots today. 3 max. 0.2 XG max. Max. Timber not here, Partey not here. You know what I'm saying? Like Gabriel Jesus in the subs bench, but didn't even feature. Fabio Vieira again just came back, didn't even feature. There's still cogs in this team that we have to fully fit back to be a fully healthy squad again. Tomiyasu not back. There's still so much that we have to go. There's still so many variations and formations and ways we can apply ourselves in the game that we haven't even seen yet. Arteta's getting a lot out of these players right now. He's coaching very, very good from a tactical standpoint. He's approaching these games very, very well. I'd say in the midweek it was probably a little bit naive again to go a certain way, to maybe think we could have a little bit more leeway with that. But again, in these big games, I think he understands now the double pivot is the way to go. If you're gonna have a low block or a mid block, that double pivot is probably gonna be the best way to approach this. I think he put that again back into the test to really figure stuff out, and this might lay a template for what Porto might look like. This could be a template for how we approach Porto, and this could yield us really good results and see us through to the next round. So I'm hoping he really considers this, he locks in. But today was fantastic. Next week we move on to Sheffield United, and then after that I believe we have Brentford at home, and then after that we got Porto, and after that I think it's City at the end of the month. I can't remember, but big games ahead. We have to keep pace, we have to keep winning. Let's talk, let's go. I love it, man. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know about the game. Again, hit that comment section and talk to me. I want to hear you. But with that being said, we gotta wait a little bit until we get to Newcastle. That is all the time I got. It's been full-time trip, but don't trip. We will see you in the next one, man. COYJ.